Today's show is brought to you by Organifi. Organifi is an organic superfood supplement line that makes quality, trusted nutrition convenient and accessible. Their most popular product, the green juice, solves the problem of juicing greens on the go. We all know that we need to get those fruits and greens and vegetables and all that in our diets, guys, and here's a quick and easy way to get it. You just add water, drink, and let your body soak up the benefits. Visit Organifi.com to learn more about an exciting offer for you, our podcast listeners. That's Organifi, Organifi.com.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Carl Wesley Phillips.
I don't care how you get there. Get there,
just
you
get
can
there.
reach me by
Any which way.
Aeroplane.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the sweet sound of the Jackson 5. Santa Claus is coming to town. I told you I was going to have Christmas music this whole time. So Santa Claus is coming to town, and so is E.T. coming to town this weekend to Atlanta. Douglas, what's going on, my brother?
Carl didn't say what was going on with him. What's up, Carl?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. I just took a day and a half trip down to the kingdom. Went down to spend a day and a half with the king himself.
I was going to say Magic Kingdom, but King's
Now,
Kingdom.
please explain to us. Now, let me set this up. I talked to Maul, and Maul said, yeah, Carl is on his way down here. He's on the train. And I'm to myself thinking, okay, I know, Carl ain't, a millionaire yet, but he definitely got a couple dollars. So why is Carl taking the train to Chicago and not driving his whip? And so I still have yet to get that answer. And then I find out you missed your train and you had to rent a car, so you got to drive anyway. So explain to us what's going on.
Ballin'.
So the trip down, we had just got back from, of course, Ignite the Dream New York. Missed Monday, and we was gone. Friday and Monday I've missed, technically in terms of getting stuff done. So I was like, let me do the train so I could sit down, go through emails, catch up on some stuff. It's, just some stuff I got to get done. The train is... it's 3 hours, bro. Well, 3.5 or something like that. So it ain't much different than driving, and I got my free time. So I was like, let me just hop on the train.
Except that you got to smell some hobo's feet. You know what I'm saying?
No, and it's weird. No. And being real, I did my flamingo on this one, and walking onto the train, I talked to the lady at the door, and I was like, man, my first experience, like, what do I need to do? Just flamingoing myself. She's like, oh, here's what you do. Go down through this door, the next door, the second coach down. Ain't nobody gonna be in there. You gonna have the leather seats all to yourself. And I'm sure enough, I'm in the whole car by myself with the leather.
He was wanting his insider.
I'm talking about insider with my feet up, the reclining boy. I'm chilling.
Carl got the train insider.
The train insider.
The equalizer. What was that Denzel movie when he was on the train? You know what I'm saying? When the train was about to blow up. What one was that? That wasn't Equalizer, was it?
No, that's before Equalizer.
Was it Man on the Train? Is that what it's called?
You know what I'm saying?
I can't remember.
Man on the Train.
Somebody look that up. We need what was the movie called? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, what's the name of it then?
I don't know. I just know what you're talking about.
See, somebody yelling at the radio right now in the car.
Right.
Like, it's called it's Unstoppable. That's the name of it. I didn't know it. I just got speedy Wi-Fi in the crib. Unstoppable. So no, man, it's I'm glad to see that you are on your way back. So you're currently driving. Where are you en route? Currently
driving, just crossing through Indiana, about to go into Michigan right now. Happened to miss the train. So no, let me just set it up. We got some work in. Like, I'm gonna let the cat all the way out the bag. It's about time. We are working on a course with Jamal. We're trying to bring that knowledge that my man got, man, to the world. Like, we about to change people's lives with this. Like, we're gonna walk you through the process of I'm talking about like really understanding how to invest, how to look at stuff, how to view money, how to change your mindset about it. And biggest piece, how to get started. Because most people don't know, like, I ain't got that kind of bread to get started. Like, we sat down the last day and a half. We brought April in, who's his broker that, they've been working together for the last 20 years. And we just sitting there
right.
like, yo, what is all the stuff that people need to know? So that was the couple of days. And then, we got caught up working, man. I ended up getting to the train station on time, but it was one of them hookups where I walked up to the gate and she's like, yo, the gate closed like 30 seconds ago and we ain't letting nobody else, like that. That's just how it worked. We don't let nobody in once this gate closed.
That's when your chameleon took back over, and you took that as law. You know what I'm saying? That's when you need a gorilla or a flamingo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He definitely would have motivated her into letting him through the gate, and I definitely would have threatened her job. You know what I'm saying?
I went with Denzel, unstoppable.
No doubt.
And been on
I'm
the
talking
train.
about unstoppable, bro. Wow, yeah, unstoppable. Carl got up there, the chameleon kick right back here. Carl was like, 30 seconds late. Shoot, all righty, take care.
So she was like, no, she's like, yo, check and see if there's a later train. And I was like, bet, I got you. So I went back, there is a later train, and the hurdle is with that. That second I don't get home till 1 o'clock in the morning. So I called Tamisha, and I was like, yo, Tamisha, I missed the train. I don't know, like, it looked like I'll be back at 1. Bruh, when I told you her voice was like, I just told her mom died, I was like, oh, hold on. As a matter of fact, there's a Hertz right here. I'm going to hit you back.
Right here, about to get the whip.
It's a Hertz right next to the station. I'm going to walk
Tamisha
over
like,
there.
I don't care what time to get in. I'm picking you up at 8 a.m. So how you want to do this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's
so
what you get for taking the train anyway to Chicago. It's a quick drive. You should have had your butt in the car and drove down there. I don't know, man. I just prefer to have my own whip. I think that's why, shout out to New York. I love New York. But I don't know if I could live there because I like having my own car. I like, you know what I'm saying? Just being in my own space, something pop off. I like to get up out of there in my own whip. And yeah, man, I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying?
That train though, man, you get some, like that train, if you ever want to get some work done and you want to get some serenity, that train ain't no joke. It's the most underrated transportation on the planet, bro.
When the last time you been on a train?
When I went to Chicago.
When?
Last time, I don't remember when the last time. I don't remember that.
You ain't been on the train since you was homeless and you was just trying to find a ride to the east side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. It is, though. It's the best. Seats are huge. You can get something to eat. You can Wi-Fi the whole time. Your phone work. It's incredible, bro. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Hey, the Wi-Fi did play me a bit. The Wi-Fi was not sweet, but I just hot-spotted that joint and did what I had to do. But it was in and out a lot.
You was in the back.
Oh, well, that might be true, too. That might be true.
Yeah, it's a trade-off. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be unstoppable, you got to get all the way to the back.
Got to be in the back where the modem don't work back there. Yeah, no question.
Yeah, no. We got to settle this debate once and for all, and I need Nikki to put up a post. And I can't even remember if we talked about it on here or not. If we did, I didn't feel like I got a satisfactory answer. Somebody else came over and was disgusted by the fact that we kept the butter on the counter. And so I'm like 50-50 split. Did we talk about this on the podcast yet? I know we had a big argument. Okay, so let me set this up. Let me set this up for the listeners, okay? Jamal came over, Jamal King, same Jamal, came over to the house and was staying here for a couple days. And we have like a container, a covered little container on the counter and the butter's in it. And so Maul is like, yo, you want me to put this butter back in the fridge? And I was like, no. And he was like, yo, you just leave it out? And I was like, yeah, what else would you do? He's like, dog, butter go in the fridge. I'm like, no, it doesn't. Butter goes on the counter. Like, how in the world are you gonna make a grill? You ever try to make a grilled cheese with hard butter? It's a 4-hour process. You know what I'm saying? And I just thought about it again because I just made Trey a fire grilled cheese, and that butter spread so easy. And I was like, man, if this was hard, and so Ma was like, yo, Carl was here. It almost divided a friendship. Like we were calling people. You know them arguments you get in where you like calling your spouse and calling your friends and they friends and trying to figure out who's right and who's wrong. So I always said, yo, I grew up in the household. I didn't even know it was anything wrong with leaving the butter out, and apparently it's not. I've been doing it my whole life. I'm still here. But I don't know if we got your take on this. Does the butter go on the counter or in the fridge?
This is not in the counter or out the refrigerator, out in the refrigerator on the counter. This is go back to you drinking milk. This is the milk drinking CJ right here. That's what this is. I got this right here.
You think it got something to do with me being white?
I've never seen
Candace said
butter.
that too. Candace was like, it's because your mom white. Because Candace, I was like, boo, you with it. She was like, oh, I got introduced to the good life. I love it. She was like, but I grew up, we always had it in the fridge. I was like,
I've never seen not one friend or family member I've never seen not one family member leave it out, or not even one friend on the block leave it out. I've never seen that before.
Really?
I didn't even know it was an argument. I've never seen it before.
I think it might be a white-black thing. That's crazy, because Josh Lexus was over here. Josh is white, and he was looking at Maul crazy too. Like, wait, what?
Yeah, see, that's what it is. Every now and then, there is that's the milk side of CJ, the drinking milk boy with a hamburger.
Which is crazy, because I never got that. If I drink, I told you, I drink a glass of milk, my wife would divorce me. So we don't even play that over here. But I get where you're going. That is the milk. Wow, but wait a minute. But Carl leaves it on the counter.
Hey, no, but that's now. I'm saying now I'll leave some out. But remember I told Maul, we'll take it out early, but I'm still used to it being in the fridge. Like, if we're going to use it, we'll take it out.
I've never seen
If I got to leave my butter in the fridge, I don't even want butter in the house.
Well, we already had this debate not this debate, I never even heard of it. When you were tripping on the Cheesecake Factory, I thought that was because of how hard it was, not a refrigeration thing.
No,
I never caught that.
Butter does not have to be in the fridge. And so listen, we Googled it, by the way, and Dr. Google said, go ahead and live your best life with the butter outside the fridge, because it ain't no difference between it being cold and warm. So listen, I leave the butter out because I'm telling you, when you're ready to make a piece of toast,
no, it makes
so let me ask you this.
sense.
If you get ready to make a grilled cheese, how do you get the butter? We put it in the microwave?
I'm just saying, I just put it on cold. I ain't never had no. I never even knew, like Candace said.
How are you spreading cold butter?
That's all I've ever known. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm welcome to the good life.
Let me tell you the only thing cold butter, the only thing cold butter can actually do is butter your corn on the cob, because you need it hard to draw.
I'm telling you, I've just been enlightened. But I'm saying, I grew up, it was never an option.
Man,
I've never seen anybody, I've never seen it before. I put my cold butter in the grits. I'm about to change your life, dog.
Leave the butter out tonight, and tomorrow morning get up and make you a piece of toast and call me in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Call me in the morning.
Welcome
You're
to
going to be unstoppable
play that
like
for
Carl.
Me real quick,
you know what I'm saying?
Welcome to the
You'll
good
be
life.
as unstoppable as Carl.
Yeah,
I'm talking about your best life, bro. Wow, that's crazy. You never heard of that, huh?
Never, bro. Ever. Like I said, it's just like finding out about wealth. I never heard about that either. You understand what I'm saying?
It's a few things us white folks would like to put y'all black folks up on.
You know what I'm saying?
Soft butter and credit. You know what I'm saying?
It's a couple, there's a few things I'd like to be put on to. Yeah. It's a couple things I like to be put on to. You know what I was teasing, or I was laughing at somebody the other day, we were talking about credit, and I was just saying to them, like, yo, I didn't even know. Like, I was in an apartment. I never even knew you needed, I never even knew what you needed credit for. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? You know what I'm saying? When you buy old cars, you feel me? You buy a car from the auction.
Oh, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? When you buying a car from the auction, when you living in apartments, sweet apartment. We was in a sweet apartment too. We was in a sweet.
No doubt.
I never really knew you needed credit like that, bro. So I got a little older and I found out about it. But butter, milk, and credit. Yeah, milk and credit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We're going to put and kissing your dog in the mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, not the dog.
That's the one I don't know. I haven't accepted that one yet. But the other ones I feel. I'm not on that
keep
yet.
living, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's
you notice I don't have any animals.
that my other half,
I have
we
no
do.
animals, bro.
Yeah. You know, y'all playing, but it is really, growing up half white and half black, you do really see a lot of things, the world a little different than a lot of people.
No questions asked. Yeah, no questions asked.
Because I'll be real, people freak out, but my mom actually got a credit card in my name, used the credit card, and this is just a helpful tip for anybody out there. She got a credit card in my name, never even told me. Used the credit card like the whole time I was in college. She would use it, pay it off, use it, pay it off. You guys already know this. But then she gave me the credit card when I graduated from college and was smart enough to know, not to do nothing dumb. And when she gave it to me, I already had like a credit score in the mid-700s when my mom gave me the credit card. And so that was just a little helpful tip. So while you're talking about credit, you're absolutely right. And now that I'm older and you buy houses and stuff like that, you realize just how deep credit actually is.
Big
but I'm just saying though that's not, what you just said is not necessarily insight. Maybe the last piece, but most of my friends' parents that took credit cards out in their names too. So, you know what I'm saying?
They did the exact same process. It's the same process.
The part that was revolutionary was the part where I said she paid it off every month.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was just saying, though. You said it like it was some brand new phenomenon. You know what I'm saying? My mom took charge card out my name. Okay. That's not revolutionary.
Yeah, no. As a matter of fact, we invented that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That first part we invented.
Yeah. No question. It's the paying it back.
The white folk remixed it
off. Yeah, no question.
See, quick question. Was there, I'm just saying, you had both parents, and just from the outside looking in, both your parents are pretty strong. So was it like how balanced was it? Like you got both sides, like, you know what I mean, the entire time? Or was your mom influenced a little stronger? Like, you know what I mean? Like how did it balance
was the white influence stronger or the black influence?
Well, we always had soft butter, so mom's definitely won that argument, apparently.
Always was on time.
I had to ask my dad, though, because my dad just rolled with it, so I don't know, you know what I'm saying, if that was something, but in general, I think it was y'all know Lansing is the mixed capital of the world, so I'm teasing. It's actually not that different in terms of culture. Although I will say, my wife, you want to talk about one of the stereotypes that come to life that you get to see drastically, even to this day, every single year. When my white, and E know, because he been. When my white family has, let's say we have a Christmas party for my white side of the family, it starts at 6 o'clock. If you get there at 6:01, you are the last one there. My black family, we have a Christmas party at 6 o'clock. If you get there at 6 o'clock, you better learn how to play solitaire.
You retarded.
You're going to be playing solitaire for about 2 hours before the party gets cracking. So I can honestly say that's one of them that for real. My white family do not play. If it's 6 o'clock, I'm talking about the party is going at 6. So yeah, that definitely lives up to the billing. So, but anyway, we got it. Please, Nikki, put up a post. I want to know out there from all of our podcast listeners, do y'all put your butter in the fridge or on the counter? And please leave an explanation as to why. Because Maul's whole explanation was, it's dairy. It's dairy. Dairy go in the fridge. I'm saying, so what? I don't understand the point. Seriously, though. I'm not even trying to be funny, E. How do you butter a piece of bread?
Oh, I've always buttered everything cold. You might tear it up a little bit.
What type of Teflon reinforced bread are you buying that allows you to spread hard butter straight out the fridge onto a piece of bread?
Can I say this though? Here's what's so funny, guys. And E.T.'s going to interject a quick lesson here because it's been about 15 minutes and we haven't given you one yet. So here goes. But literally, bruh, you learn to adjust. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but you learn to thin that sucker. I'm talking about, bro. I had that sucker so thin with the what is it called? Butter knife. That's why you need a butter knife. That's why you need a butter knife, because the butter is so thick. You got to take. And so I would just slice it real thin, put it on one, get another slice. But now, if I had done it your way, I could have got a clunk out. So I probably wasted 3 years, 6 months, 5 days, and a couple hours.
At least. You over there filleting butter. You know what I'm saying?
Filleting butter, bro. I'm talking about filleting it.
I'd have hit 3 grilled cheese.
I'm talking about, you reduced it's just like going to sleep, like Sean said. You probably reduced the time on your life by spreading your butter the way you spread it.
Oh, no, you got carpal tunnel, the whole nine.
Bro. It's real though, bro. We expect ignorance. You don't know ignorance. And I mean, just in so many different areas. And instead of knowing, you don't know, so you adjust to the ignorance. You know what I'm saying? Like how many of us literally in our lives, in different areas of our lives, we are adjusting to ignorance, bro. You talk about time. It's one of those situations where I just say, you know what? Because I used to say, hey, why should I get there for real? I can get there on time. But why should I get there at 6 o'clock when the first person coming is coming at 6:30? And what you said, see, after a while, to be an example, I'll just get there early and pray. I'm like, okay, God, let's get in a 30, 40-minute prayer meeting. You know what I'm saying? Before the first person gets here. So I just think, man, we make adjustments, and maybe we shouldn't, but that's what we do when it's not right. We just adjust.
Let me tell you something. Just to make the adjustment, matter of fact, you at home. Go take the butter out right now.
Right this second.
Give it about 2 hours.
This second.
And then hit a piece of toast, and I'm telling you, just sweet bliss. All right, so cool. Y'all leave us a note. Let us know what's going on. Shout out to everybody who was in New York, man. Amazing event in New York. E was on fire. Inky did his thing. Toby.
Man on fire.
He spoke for about 2.5 hours.
It was 2 and some. Yeah, it was 2 and some for sure.
Well, I just heard Tony Robbins doing 4 and some change. I'm like, Tony is the trendsetter. So if Tony doing 4.5,
no doubt. You know what was crazy? They had all the music queued up to end it, the whole nine. And he did like a whole thing, had everybody standing up, and it was like, sit back down. All right, next slide.
Let's go.
I was like, here we go. But no, man, you had to run out, but excellent message the other day. I'm gonna try to cut that piece up with the lion that you narrated, and we'll see if we can get that out to the people, because that was crazy.
Yeah, that lion was crazy.
Oh, yeah, no, it was next level. We can't tell them about it on the podcast yet because they might not buy a ticket to the next event. But shout out, that was our biggest one, too. We had it must have been about 1,200 people in there. I know it was supposed to be like 1,050 or something like that. Yeah, but between volunteers and family and everybody else, it felt like it was about 1,500 people in there.
Hey, Rob walked up to me and said, yo, it's time for a stadium now. Like, y'all need to quit playing. He's like, it's real now.
No question. And I had a moment, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a gorilla, but I had a moment, man, when I looked around and I saw, 1,000 plus there, and E standing up doing his thing, and I saw Carl over there doing the media. Of course, I kind of emceed it and whatever, and I was standing off to the side, and I was looking, and I was like, yo, wow, y'all. Like, you know what I mean? We getting there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna say we there yet, because we still got a lot of work to do, but I did have a surreal moment where I was thinking about, like, wow, like we had to beg high schools to let us come in for free. And here we are standing in front of, over 1,000 who not only are here, but paid to be here. It was a surreal feeling. So shout out to everybody who came out, to New York, Brooklyn. Oh man, just the energy in NYC was crazy. And looking forward to the next one. So we'll figure out what city we're going to next. But that's it for the year. All right, E, you ready?
So ready, man. So ready. Right. I'm excited about this.
So he called me and was like, yo, with the podcast, we've been doing this, same format for a while. But since we only got a couple weeks left to go in the year, let's talk about, let's pick a lesson learned and let that be, our main segment, our main topic of, the podcast. And so from here until January 1, whenever that is that 3 podcasts or 4 podcasts? I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it's 4. We are going to pick a lesson learned and kind of break that down for you guys. So E's going to start this lesson off. Maybe we'll give Carl a week, I'll take a week, and then we'll all combine on a week in terms of, kind of what we learned, and we'll break it down from there. So because we start with age before beauty, we're gonna let Dr. Thomas, what was a major takeaway here in 2018?
So guys, I think for me, it started in Utah with the podcast, and just even that, for those of you who are listening, even that should be a takeaway for you, because I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't, and I don't know how many podcasts we had done before that one. Like, I don't know what number that was, but, I was sitting there contributing, but at the same time, I was also listening, and I don't know if it was the ambience, being, in a, multi-million-dollar home. I don't know if, overlooking the mountains and that beautiful, lake or body of water. I'm not sure exactly what it was, the trees. Of course, you saw animals. It just was like wildlife. I don't know if it was that or not, but it was so much said that day. And I had, of course, with Chris, been really going over my test. And Maul said, and he said it before, but I don't know if he said it different or not, but Maul was talking about, the homes and having a home, buying a home, and it's this for his daughter, this one's for his daughter, this is for this bill, and this is for that, and it hit me, I needed to do the same thing, but more so when I was thinking about real estate, I was thinking more about, I've been blessed with the gift to communicate. And so I was like, I got to start a business for my son. Like, I got to find out what his gifts are. I mean, I know what they are, but I'm just saying to those who are listening, find out what the gifts are. Find out, kind of paying attention to Jada, to what Jada wanted. And, we both actually have taken a test this week. We're actually in training right now. And what her gifts are, and just putting them both in a position where they can have a business. It's like, yo, I'm leaving you with a business, a way to generate, revenue, on your own. And when Maul said that, it's weird, sometimes when certain things happen in our lives, it's like sea with the butter. It's like, yo, for real, I never did that. What's the reason why? Because my parents didn't. And sometimes we get so caught up on reason that we overlook revelation, And for me, it was like, yo, E, what I'm saying? It doesn't matter why, because Maul, might say some stuff, Josh might say some stuff, and it might be, like exposure. You grew up in a certain culture or you grew up in a certain culture. One may be ethnic background, another one might be social economic status. And there are things that you're not exposed to, and you can get like paralyzed. You can, like, if you're not careful, you can hear people talking about a certain lifestyle and you can get paralyzed. You can get overwhelmed. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. That's a lot. Like, you don't hear it and go, where do I fit in? Like, what does that mean for me? Like I said, I didn't hear Maul say homes and go, all right, I need to go flip houses. I need to go buy houses. Like, that wasn't, but it was revelation for me. And the revelation was each child should have a particular business that they can be great in and take the next 10, 20 years being great. It's like, man, Jay, if I give you a business at 23, like literally, legitimately, an LLC or whatever, a business, Jada, if I give you a business and from now at 20 to 40, what you're able to do in terms of generating revenue. So for me, what was big when Maul was talking, of course, Josh was talking, and, three of us are normally on, but I went from reason to revelation. Like, the reason doesn't matter. Like, why you never heard this before, Eric? Like, don't waste time thinking, why didn't I hear that? Why hadn't I been exposed to that information? Why didn't I know? Like, I've been speaking for a long time. I've been around, real estate people, and I've never heard anybody do, like Maul, to me, it wasn't, I guess it was, like Carl was saying, like his wisdom, I didn't really hear go buy a house. I heard something deeper, like, okay, my child, okay, I got to put something that's going to generate revenue for this child, one that's going to, this child, for my wife, for this bill. And I was like, yep, it's showtime, E. You got to make sure that Dee Dee has something that even in your death that continues to make money. You got to have something for Jalen that he can work on and continue to build it. Jada have something she could, and it was just like revelation. So one of the things I want to say to you guys, like, yo, stop getting caught up on the reasons. Dee Dee got MS. Like, it doesn't matter why she has it. You know what I'm saying? You go, oh, she got it because, and I remember doing that. See, I remember asking the doctor, like, okay, what's the cause of MS? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it genetic? Right. Is it this? Is it that? And it was like, yo, E, it really don't matter what the reason is. Right. What's the revelation in this? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does God want to come from this? What's the whole point of this? So you can spend the next 6 months, the next year, why me or why not me? Why didn't I win or why did she win? And why this and why that? Why was I born here and why wasn't I born there? Why nobody gave me that opportunity or I didn't have that? That's not fair. He grew up here, and we're just searching for reasons. And sometimes you can get to the end of your reason and still it won't be a pot of gold. You feel me? You can get to the end of your reason why it happened and still there's no light at the end of the tunnel. But there is always a pot of gold at the end of revelation. You feel me? When you get it, that aha, bro, I promise y'all, I have not been the same since that doggone podcast. And my wife, we just left and finally, signed the trust document, You know how long that doggone thing is. It's like buying 2 homes, but the sense of security. My wife has a sense of security, and just driving there with her. We filling out the documents. We laughing with the lawyer, having fun, driving back, call a god kid, like, what do you need? Got this. And I'm just like, wow, that one conversation brought revelation to my life, a life that was already full. I must say, being around y'all and doing the work we've been doing, it's not like I didn't have some sense of wisdom, but that revelation sparked me in a way that I hadn't been sparked since I found out Didi had MS. It sparked me in a way that I hadn't been sparked since Jalen was born. It sparked me in a way when I was homeless and was like, yo, E, you can't, what I'm saying? Like, this can't be your end, bro. You're going to have to find a way up out of this. And those words from Maul just lit a fire up under me. So for me, 2019, the reasons don't matter. Why my father not support me? Why don't my parents do this? Who cares? It doesn't matter. Why wasn't my father more present in my life? All of the other kids on my block had their fathers. It doesn't matter why. What's the point? Like, what's supposed to come from this? What light again at the end of the tunnel is supposed to come? What, goal at the in the treasure box? Like, what goal is supposed to come from this? What silver lining, once it rains and you see that rainbow, which only happens when it rains, like, what's the revelation from this? And I think that's been one of the biggest things that I got out of 2018. Leave the reasons alone and get the revelation and let it spark a fire in you.
Yeah, so I got you. So real quick, and I know you're saying businesses and that kind of thing, but what was the principle, I guess, behind it? Like, is it leaving money, legacy, both? Help us out with that.
What? Yeah, I think, for me it was, when I said grind, I didn't even know, I only meant the present. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know that I only meant the present. I didn't know grind meant, yo, E, get up today and make it happen. I was putting so much energy and effort into, today, E, you got an opportunity of a lifetime. Get on that plane or get in that car, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, and grind, E, go get it. You have been blessed with an opportunity of a lifetime. Go get it. But I never thought about, yo, E, you need to do some things that will outlast you and that are specifically for your children. Like what I'm doing now, of course, is for them, but they need to have their own, E, so they don't need to be eating off of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, while you sent them to college and you got them cars and you did all of this, you got to teach Jay how to hunt now. You got to teach Jada how to hunt now. Like, they ain't your babies no more. They grown. You know what I'm saying? You got to teach them how to hunt. And I think what Maul did, the revelation was the same tenacity you have to hunt yourself. Now you need, for the present, now you need to look at the future in the same way. And I'm telling you, I met with a financial advisor and my man showed me some stuff. And he was like, E, I hate to say, I know you probably never thought like this before. And I haven't, But he was like, if you put this much money aside and you do this for your grandkids and your great grandkids, this is how much money that they will be able to have on a monthly basis. And you can decide. And the lawyer was so sweet with it, that he said, for your children, your grandchildren, and your great grandchildren, this is how we're going to do it. In their 20s, we'll only give them this much percent. In their 30s, we'll give them this percent. In their 40s, we'll give them this percent. You know what I'm saying? As they get close to 50, they get the rest of it. And I'm just saying, I was first generation, money, bro. Like in terms of entrepreneurship and not having a limit on how much you can make, first generation. So I was, bro.
That's how you know he got some paper when you got to give it to your lineage and tranches. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Yeah, but I'm saying I never thought like that
they
before.
tell my kids going to be like, here, go and take this. That's it.
Yeah.
Get up out of here.
I'm just saying, though, they were like, do you have a college or a university? Do you have, MS? Do you want to donate to MS? Like, for real, like, with your goddaughter, how much do you want her to go for college? How much Man, this thing is so, listen to y'all, forecast. Maul just helped me to start future. And I'm telling you, when you grind for the present, there is a energy that is out of this world. When you start like grinding for the future, there is an everlasting energy. I can't explain it. It's a new, different type of energy. And I was sitting down with my thinking about my daughter, and I was like, because she didn't have a father, they were like, all right, college. All right, now is it if she has all C's, B's, D's, A's? What's the conditions here? And I'm like, yo, we on some serious strategizing right now. We're on some serious forecasting right now. So I think that was the difference. See, first generation, and just like, yo, I'm an entrepreneur. There are no limits, but the ones I place on myself. So I had spent all my energy on now. And they were like, don't do that. When I heard mall, again, I did not hear, go get a house and flip it. And I told Jalen, look, there's some things that right now I'm just going to be real with you. I'm just not interested in. Here's where I'm putting my energy. But for you, you're 20-some years old. Go make an investment, bro. Go make an investment. The money see where he was pissed, like, I thought you was going to buy me a new car when I graduated. I said, no, I won't get you a new car, but I will give you an investment for a property, son. Go learn all you can learn, whatever. And so that's different. See, I was the one grinding, doing my thing for my family. Now I have put the power in Jalen's hand. I put the power in Jada's hand and said, yo, y'all go create y'all own legacy too. And let's keep this thing going.
Yeah, no, that's amazing, man. And that's a big principle. And it also speaks to, like you said, for Maul, living in his purpose and being able to expose, that particular life and talk about those particular things. Because Josh and I both talked about that after Maul kind of was on that, like, yo, we gorillas at the highest level and we know how to go out and hunt, kill, and, earn. And maybe it's because our kids are a little younger, but we were like, man, I never really thought about, like, generationally, what we wanted to leave. You know what I'm saying? And Maul is always talking about his trust and like, yo, I got, a trust for this and this set up this. And my kids, if they get a divorce, the spouse can't get this money, is protected. I'm like, yo, it's just stuff that I never even heard before. And so that's what's so dope about, what he's talking about, not only the exposure, but also, having, that different circle who talks about different things. Without Maul living, in his gift and his purpose, it never would have been exposed, and vice versa. Maul is around us because he was doing what he was supposed to be doing. So no, that's a great point. And, something that, while Trey is only 4 and Avery's 2, I think it's maybe a little bit more tangible for you right now, because I can't even see, like, I'm gonna leave a business for Trey. Even though Trey, I promise you, he ready to speak, like, right now. Like, if I had gave him the mic
so
the
hold
other
on,
day.
see, right there. I was gonna cut
my
you,
man
see,
trying to get
I
on
was
the
saying,
stage. I'm like, bruh, chill out. He like, Dad, give me the mic. Let me say something to the people. And so, that's all he thinks we do for a living. He's like, I always say, what does God Dad do? God Dad just talks to the people. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, you pretty much right. But right now, at this age, E, I think, you just worried about, like, what I'm saying? I just paid for karate today. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
no question.
So you don't really have that forethought like that. But, I'm grateful for you saying that. And in 2018, that being a big lesson for me as well. So you can start thinking about, okay, how do you want to set this up? And I know Carl, now has a property, right? And Carl, I'm not sure if you want to talk about that, but you had a chance to even flip that property and maybe even make some quicker money or hold on to it and have it be a part of that. And that was something that Jamal directly, worked with you on. And that's why, listen, man, if you're listening, I hope you heard what Carl said. Maul is working on his course to show you, how he built this, wealth and how he was able to acquire all these properties and things like that. And Carl is a living witness. We talked about it once briefly before, but, Maul gave you the information and showed you exactly what to do, and now you have an income property that you're netting, what, a couple grand a month off? $1,900 a month, just straight profit that you own, and now can, have ownership in it and pass that along to your kids. So talk about what that means to you, and I know you've been spending a lot of time with Maul lately as well.
Yeah, so hey, before I'm coming to that, see, but while you were talking about Trey speaking, I was gonna tell you, environment is so deep. I watched UC at both of our Ignite the Dream events, and both events, and you tell me if it's intentional or not.
Oh, no, it's intentional.
Both events, I know, I want people to hear it though, but both events, you took Trey up on the stage before it, while doing sound check. Trey is on stage with you, and I sat back both times, I'm like, wow. like what an experience your son is. You giving your son a business now already, because he's seeing that as like, yo, this ain't nothing. What's the number one? We always talk about what's the number one fear? Number one fear is public speaking. Your son is growing up in the environment of like, yo, let me grab the mic. Like, that's just what I'm seeing. That's what we do. Like, it ain't nothing deep. So I'm saying you were already doing that. So I wanted to tell you that I saw that moment, the first one, and it impacted me. And I saw it just last week, and I was like, yo, like this is, see on it. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I went and got him. He was upstairs playing, and I was like, no. Bring your butt down here and like put him on the stage intentionally, for sure, 100%. I want him to feel it. I want him to see it. Because I can already tell Trey has the gift. Like I said, I don't know if he's going to be an all-star in baseball or football, basketball, nothing like that. But I can see the leadership qualities in him already, and the fact that he loves people, he loves talking, and he's got that gift. And so you're absolutely right. And I'm glad you noticed that. But 100% intentional of putting him on the stage and even keeping him close to the stage when I was on stage speaking, like right there, like, no, go on and feel this. So, yeah, no, 100%, bro.
Yeah, so, on the stuff with Maul, man, I can't, that's a whole podcast by itself. I'll try to get it in, but let me tell y'all, like, I'm just telling you, like, there was a song that way back, Whitney Houston and somebody, Deborah Cox, I think it was called Same Script, Different Cast. Same script, different cast. And that just came to my mind as I think about it. When we think about generations, man, like you watch how many families just kind of repeat the same, we call it generational cycle. But you repeat the same process not because you're a bad person or because, whatever. It's all you exposed to. So you repeat the same things over and over, same script. It's the same script playing over. Somebody did drugs, somebody did alcohol. It's the same script. Somebody was a womanizer. Like, it's the same script that plays over and over and over. And just being in the environment with Maul, man, I'm telling y'all, just today I'm sitting for breakfast with Maul and I'm talking about like college homeboy who, like, I'm talking about, like, I'm watching his relationship. See, like, every relationship he has that I was exposed to is 20 plus years. And his boy is also a police officer. Get what I'm saying? So y'all know Jamal's story. His boy Damon is also a police officer and also a lawyer. He does all of the contracts for any property that Jamal are doing, or anybody connected to Jamal. He's doing all the contracts. So I'm just watching exposure. Damon grew up. Y'all talked to him, right? I think you met him, right?
Oh, he did he drew up the paperwork for the church property I bought.
There it is. So when I tell y'all, grew up inner city Detroit, crazy story, but just exposure. So just bringing it home to what C's saying, man, I'm telling y'all, I am, and like I'm one conversation away from going to take all the money I had and just pay off some credit cards. And Jamal, in his way, he wasn't just like, in my face, nothing. He was just like, yo, like, explain to me what happens when you do that. Like, you go pay off all your debt, and then what happens? And I was like, what you mean? Like, that's what we know. Like, I ain't want to be in debt to nobody. Like, what I'm saying? I'm trying to get rid of debt. And then from that point on, I could save or I could do whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even really got a plan. And just in that conversation, see, again, same script. The script now changed for me in that conversation. He said to me, dude.
No doubt, Carl.
You make your money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you make your money work for you. You don't take your money and pay stuff off that it can't grow. And I was like, okay, that sounds real good. I don't know what that mean though. Again, I got a script. You know what I'm saying? My script there ain't no chapter in my script that explained that to me. So I'm going through and I'm listening to him and he's like, yo, no. What you do is you have to find a way to use your money and have that money make money for you. Because once you pay off debt, there's nothing else that comes from that. It's done. And I'm sitting here like, so I'm still hearing one side of it, see? Like, so you're trying to tell me just stay in debt and don't pay it off and use money to do something else and hope that he's like, no, you're not hoping. This ain't no, like, you're not playing, this in the crackjack box. He's like, what you're doing is you're investing. And he's like, it ain't dumb. Like, what you're doing is calculating the property that I have, see, the $1,900 a month, it was the amount that we decided. It wasn't an amount that came up random. He was like, yo, how much you want? I thought, let me just get my house mortgage covered right now. He's like, bet. So we need a property that will do this. It was intentional. We went for a property that would net us the exact amount that I'm making. So
Right.
It's not like I'm just out here guessing. I'm hoping that this thing stock go up or, I'm hoping that Apple don't do nothing crazy because I got a bunch of stock. No, we calculated this. So when we talk about exposure, I'm gonna keep repeating the same script, different cast. that thing needs to go. You have to get exposed to something else, somebody else. I don't care what it takes. Again, we created, man, I got a text today in a group, the Chameleon group that we got. A young lady, her husband passed, and she was like, yo, if not for God and Breathe University, she's like, I don't know where I would be. And not turning this into a BU pitch, but I'm saying that's what BU is about, like exposing you to this. Like people in BU can now jump on any email, hit Jamal up, they're on the calls with Jamal, like you exposed us. We're trying to create the exposure that worked for us. We're trying to give that to the world. We're trying to create things that now you can have access to it. And I'm saying at this point, literally when I got on the podcast, I was like, I didn't know what we're talking about. But the one thing I want to say is information ain't the problem no more. Like the problem is you. The information ain't no problem. You can Google just about anything you want right now and figure it out how to do it. Like the information is not the problem. You have to figure out what you want to do and go get it. I'm telling you, the community that we have, man, it's everything. Like I'm talking about, we can reach out and find teachers, principals, tax attorneys, like whatever you want. So I'm just saying, wherever you are, and again, off of BU, wherever you are, get an environment, get somebody around you, connect with somebody that's doing something. I'm talking about doing something big, doing something outside of the scope that you think you could do. If you with them and y'all doing the same thing, tell them you're gonna talk to them next year, like maybe 2 years. Like give me a minute. You need to find somebody that's doing something outside of the scope of what you know or what you think you can do, and just hang around it long enough. Just hang around. You ain't got to be deep. Just hang around. Don't say nothing. Shut your mouth and just hang around, because I'm promising you now. See, I'm at the point where I'm about to refinance the property, and I'm not going to talk numbers, but let's just say the little investment that I put in.
Carl. Give them the numbers.
Hey,
let them know.
I'm just saying.
Let them know you're going to be leaving money for your great-grandkids, too. In installments of 10% at a time.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, he said he going to get an insider.
That boy E said, I'm leaving installments of bread.
One little investment that I put in.
That way, if somebody become a crackhead, you know what I'm saying, 20 years later, you can get right back to it. All the money ain't gone.
You feel me?
Yeah, but hey, I'm saying the investment that I came up with, and again, figure out how you come up with it, but come up with it. There ain't no reason not to. Figure it out.
No question.
Figure it out. Yeah, figure it out.
I want to challenge.
I wanted to hear the numbers, Carl. You know what I'm saying? Give us, give us some hypotheticals.
Like call him when he get off the phone,
I'm gonna say like
Carl.
this. I've tripled. Let me just say, the investment that I have, I'm about to get triple that back in just to refinance. And guess what? What Jamal said, my money has made money, so I could pay off credit card debt now, or whatever debt Tamisha and I got, student, whatever, and listen to what I'm saying, and go back in and put a down payment on another property.
Oh, no, that's soft butter right there.
He about to move next door to UC.
Soft butter.
I'm going to be stuck.
Soft butter.
He about to move next door to UC. I'm going to be stuck in Lansing.
Hey, that's what I'm calling money from now on, soft butter. You know what I'm saying?
Soft butter.
It's just
soft
easy.
Butter.
It's just easy.
Hey, but I want to challenge both of you. Go for it, Carl. No, finish up.
No, I was going to say, last thing I was going to say, like, yo, I'm not, if you around me, I told Jamal, we was laughing at it today. I was like, yo, if you're around me for more than 3 minutes, we either going to be friends for a long time, or you just going to be like, yo, my man ain't need nobody to talk to. Because all I'm talking about now is infinite banking. Like, go look that up. Let me just leave that there. That's all I'm talking about. I ain't talking about nothing else. Don't ask me nothing about no Lakers, no LeBron. Like, not right now. I'm being real. We talked about that a lot before.
Maybe in June.
I'm not on that now. I want to hear about infinite banking. I want to hear about how I can use whole life insurance. Like, I'm talking a whole different language now because of that exposure. So if you're not trying to grow, just keep talking about what you're talking about. But if you are, get around some people that's talking about some stuff that you had never heard about. And I promise you, it's going to change your life.
We just had a 30-minute convo about butter, so this may not be the podcast you know what I'm saying? To ride on your high horse, Carl. You know what I'm saying? You might want to jump off that high horse. We just had a 30-minute convo about soft butter. Anyway, what's the challenge?
I want to challenge. I want to challenge you guys. I want to challenge y'all. Y'all got babies, and for those of you who are listening, it's a kid, a 7-year-old kid. I think he's an Asian kid. His name is Ryan, and he has something called
I saw
Ryan
that.
Toy Review.
And Carl know who he is. That's why Carl started doing it.
Yep, $22 million, bro. He's 7 years old, $22 million. So I'm saying we don't have to wait for our kids. Unfortunately, I wasn't exposed to this, when I first started my career. So that's why I didn't give it to my kids at an earlier age. But this kid is 7 years old.
Go and explain.
Bringing in $22 million.
Who he is, E.
Oh, you say he's a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? If that's such a word, a social.
Yeah, and Carl talked about him on the podcast previously. He just played with toys.
Yeah.
Am I a hater? Because I was like, oh man, his parents is, you know what I'm saying?
My thing is little fella is a sap sucker. He gonna use you. He gonna eat off you. So go ahead and eat off my man. But I'm just saying.
My man look like he tired of playing with toys though. He like, Lord have mercy.
He 22 million.
Anybody got any homework for me? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what does homework do for you? You know what I'm saying?
Nothing.
When was the last time homework helped with anything? You know what I'm saying?
My man
when
better not ever go to school,
homework made somebody rich? Yeah, so I'm just saying, what kind of mind did they have? You know, and again, we're not in the child, where it's got child worker laborers, like, so we're not, saying parents work your kids to the bone. But I am saying, that's a different mindset. That's a total different mindset.
Yep.
And maybe you do have a child, like you said. What's my man's name? I don't want to butcher a little kid from Philly's name, King. Shoot, he's gonna kill me. But he's the motivational speaker.
King Nas,
been doing
something
it.
like that.
King Nas, he's been doing it. King Nas been doing it since he was 4 or 5. He's on Steve Harvey, Ellen. And it's what you said. See, his father saw that he had not only a desire to do it, but he had a skill set, and he's trying to develop that skill set. You've got again Neo. He's got these 10-year-old, 11-year-olds selling. One kid made $10,000 a month selling shirts. So we just need to understand that. I don't know who said it. Might have been Josh, but if you're not a business man, it's not real. Not you work for a business. But for real, if you don't have some type of investments yourself, you got a job that's good, like
Sound like them Hove bars is coming.
Yeah,
you know championship.
What I'm saying? Oh man, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, like what Carl just said. In this generation with the internet. Man, I used to have to look. I know he gonna choke me. Bro, we used to have to go to the library, Carl, walk up on the 4th floor and look at a number. A, B.
The index cards out.
Bruh, 0.14352. You gotta go look at a book with the number on the back of that joint, take it out. You gotta go put a dime in the machine to print off the stuff, and it never prints off right. You know what I'm saying? Because you cheat. I was cheap. I try to do page 14 and 15, open that joke up, and it had the little crease in the middle on the Xerox board.
you just missed the middle. You know what I'm saying?
I
you just had to fill in the blank.
I missed the whole middle. And I'm saying, Carl, so that time, I'm not going to say it was the dark ages, but when it came to entrepreneurship and it came to knowing the stock market, and when it came to, like you said, whole life versus term life, when it came to, real estate, properties, when it came to equity, they weren't saying that in the library. They weren't saying that in the library, bro. Matter of fact, they were saying library. You know what I'm saying? So, so to your point, Carl, there's information now, knowledge for your brain, knowledge for your brain. That is, it's a click away. And if you are getting bamboozled and all you doing is entertainment, you're getting beat. And I would suggest that even if you're watching TV or whatever you're doing, you Hulu, Netflix, just go open up you an account and buy a couple stocks and whatever it is you watch, because it's going up because you're watching it. You feel me? You watching it every day. If you buying Jordans and you making the investment in Jordan, just buy a little Nike stock with some of the money that you spend. Like, don't get the new ones, put the money in stock, and then go get the ones after that. So yeah, Carl, great point, man. It's all around us, and it's our responsibility. We could do a whole 4 or 5 more podcasts on this. But yeah, see, revelation instead of why me and why is this and why is that. It's like, nope, why am I with Jamal? For real, because there are people that are hanging around all of us and they still on what they own. They seeing what we doing. People are literally seeing ET. You watch me from day one in the backyard with Carl blowing his nose behind the camera in February. You was right there. You heard it on camera. And now you seeing we in New York, we in Australia, wherever. You have watched us, and it is not enough. I challenge you. It's not enough to say, Man, I remember when I remember when EC, I remember when Carl them back in the day, I remember when they was at my school. I remember when they was at Michigan State University. I remember when they came to Wright State. It's not enough. It's not enough. You have to say, yo, what did those boys learn? What did they take away? And what am I going to do? And I'm laughing, Carl, because in Australia, they say boy. And I was like, what you call me? I just said boy. But in Australia, they're like, what's up, boys?
Yeah,
I was like, what you call
moment.
me? I'm like, what? A boy? A boy?
Oh, no doubt. No, he almost had a panic attack. Hey, boys. He was like, he whipped around
what?
like, he was ready to go full Malcolm X. I was like, I think that's just slang over here.
Well, that's
bro.
when that's when the leaving the butter on the counter kicked in. That's the counter butter kicked in. See, let me know. See, let me know with the counter butter and the milk and the milk boys
like that.
You good? You don't mean boys like that, E.
Yeah. Oh man, cool, man. Carl, you got anything else you want to add to that before we slide on?
Nothing deep, but I was just gonna say, like, for real, man, we in the edge, just to what E was saying, we're in the edge where, bruh, people making money off their idea. I can't, don't fact check me on this, but I believe somebody came up with the idea to put the ketchup bottle to stand on the head, and they just sold it, like they got the patent and just sold that idea. And now
that was the same person who invented soft butter.
I'm talking about the same person. Counter
same dude. My man getting paid. That joker getting paid.
But seriously, think about it. Not only is ketchup now, you got honey, you got relish, you got all these bottles that's just standing on the top. And my man getting a check off of all these bottles off of that idea. Come on, like, for real. This ain't on nothing. I'm saying I'm challenging myself. Like, yo, use your ideas. The one thing you got to do.
Yeah, okay, Carl, start over. Our listener, don't fix that. Whoever's editing the podcast, don't fix that. Just keep, shout out to Eddie. Is Eddie editing this one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, Carl, start over. We lost you on your trip, on your journey. Start over.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do no edits. We just gonna roll through ghetto.
I'm just saying, we make it harder for the guy that's editing.
No. Eddie, yeah, we try. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't want to make his life any more stressful. So go for it. We lost you. What were you saying?
So I was saying, yeah, use your idea. Somebody getting paid off that ketchup bottle, mustard bottle, whatever. And I'm challenging everybody that's listening, man. Like I'm saying, like, yo, spend 30 minutes alone somewhere sometime. And here's the deep part. All the sweet inventions come out of somebody that, like, just got tired of doing something. Like, I'm tired of mopping this way. It's like, there's got to be a better way to do it. I'm tired of getting up, dog on it, and switching them TV channels, them old TVs. I got to go turn the knob.
Oh, I should have came.
You know what I'm saying?
Hero.
I should have came up with that.
That was. And I know he was chunky. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I know my man was chunky. I can guarantee you. He was sitting there like, this can't be real life.
But I'm saying, they're not deep. It ain't nothing deep. It's somebody that just stopped and had a moment to think, like, yo, what if we could do this instead of doing that? And now, like I said, you don't even got to go through the whole idea. You just got to get a patent and sell the idea to somebody and let them go do the work and you collect the check. I'm just saying there's so many ways to do it now. Like, it ain't no excuse for just sitting down no more, man. Like, Jamal said something today. He's like, yo, this generation just needs to hurry up and understand that this is, I'll use the term, see, generational wealth. He's using it in a different way. I'm not going to go into that yet. But he's saying this is the generation that has the most access to wealth, and they don't realize it. Like, it's ready. It's there. You got all kinds of apps and devices, and it's just, man, I'm telling you, it's harder. I guess I'm getting old, see. Like, I'm getting more frustrated as I look around. And, you know, people not taking advantage of opportunity.
You put your butt on the counter now.
Oh, the butter's out now.
You know what I'm saying? You got the butter out now.
The butter is out. And I'm talking about getting softer by the second.
And the remote control is next to it.
And it's right there.
You're living a good life.
And you unstoppable on the train.
Oh, unstoppable.
Well, yeah, man.
We gotta stop doing these late podcasts. We too silly on the late ones. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
the late ones, hey, if y'all don't know, usually we record them earlier. It is a little later in the evening. No, not 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock ET time, also known as 7:30 p.m.
Oh, bro, I feel like it's 10 o'clock at night.
You know what I'm saying? What was I gonna say? Okay. E, what were you had a training today? How did that go? Tell us about the training.
The training went phenomenal, man. Again, it's what Maul said, man. It's like I see an area that my daughter, with the personalities test, my daughter wants to be a social worker, and this is something that, she started working for Kendall, and she's been working for Kendall for a while now, and not only does she love it, like I'll talk to people, and they're like, E, man, your daughter interviewed me. She did a phenomenal job. And so I'm like, yo, if this is something you like, when Maul said buy a house, it's like, yo, Jada, let's buy. I'll buy you a space. You know what I'm saying, on Boardwalk. You feel me? Like, if this is what you like doing, you need to get certified yourself. You know what I'm saying? You need to be in a position where you can control this, this industry and learn more about it. So it's like, yeah, I know you did a little training, but every time there's a training, sweetheart, you need to be at the training. Like you need to learn the newest and latest and greatest. And listen to this, parents. For real, I'm being honest with you right now. It's like, I'm not playing. Half of Jada's gifts are investments, right? Half of her gifts are investments. We're not buying a purse, another car. Now what we're doing is buying Jada a business so that Jada can perfect this business, grow in the process. Her mind is growing. This what blew my mind. Like, yo, Carl said it. When I did the training today, it was 8 people in the room. Of the 8 people in the room, I'm not exaggerating, 5 were white males over the age of probably 60. Carl, knowing how important this tool is and how it can put them in a corporate setting and other settings, and actually kind of starting their life all over, Carl. They starting all over again. And so they're getting the training. They're not quitting on life, retiring. And I'm telling you, bro, I felt so good. I felt so good personally. One guy was a retired lawyer. You've got, there were other businessmen who worked in other industries, retired, and then there were 2 white females. One, again, was probably in her 60s. The other one, she was probably in her 30s. The teacher did a phenomenal job. Break-off sessions, we were doing our thing. Tomorrow, of course, is the last class and the certification, and just opening up a whole new revenue of stream revenue for my daughter, and opening up a knowledge base for her, And like I said, instead of her feeling like, because my wife is always like, stability. I'm like, sweetheart, this is not the era of working for nobody for 30 years. It just, those jobs it's not even real. Like, you can't even work for a company for 30 years no more. I don't even think companies last that long anymore. Macy's gone. Sears and Roebuck's on their way out. I'm just saying, Blockbuster on its way out. Northwest Airlines. Yeah. So I'm just geeked up, man, that, and for me, it was like, yo, E, don't just go and give her the money like, spoiled brat. Like, yo, go yourself and get trained so that you have the wisdom, and now your daughter has somebody she can bounce ideas off of right in the home. And when she started...
FYI, if you're looking for gift ideas for me, I too want a business, so... You know what I'm saying? Don't hook the boy up too. Why you giving out businesses for Christmas?
That's right.
I mean, that's a hell of a Santa Claus. What Santa give you? A business. You know what I'm saying? Wow, unbelievable. You know what else is unbelievable?
Organifi.
Organifi is unbelievable. All right? You guys know what we're talking about. We're talking about Organifi, the superfood green juice powder that all of us are on currently. You want to know why we're so hyped up? You want to know why Carl's unstoppable? He's on that train drinking Organifi right now, all right?
No doubt.
He's going hard on the Organifi, the green juice, and our whole team is on it, man, and we want to give a big shout out to them. They allow us to keep doing this podcast every week, all right? Listen, man, go check it out, all right? It is, you also get a discount on us, so why wouldn't you go try it out? And don't you want to be healthy? All right? My wife was one of those people who thought she could juice every single day on her way out the door to work. And guess what? It only happened once or twice a week. What does she do those other days? She supplements it with the Organifi, all right? So I got her on board, my pops on board. Shout out to my pops who's on it heavy now, and everybody else who's rocking with us, man. We appreciate you guys rocking with us. Go to Organifi.com. That's ORGANIFI.com. Use the promo code SUCCESS. All right, and get 20% off your order, man. Be healthy, all right? Stop drinking pop, stop drinking Kool-Aid and all that other foolishness, and drink the Organifi, all right? It actually tastes good. I know it sounds disgusting, right? You're like, oh, greens, but it's like 1,000 different greens compounded into a powder. You just dump it in your drink, your water, and take off, and you're good to go. And it actually does not taste bad. It tastes pretty good, all right? So check it out, Organifi.com, promo code SUCCESS. Also wanted to tell you guys, just for those of you who are coming into Atlanta, and those of you who want to be down with what we got going on with our Game Changers program, it is a phenomenal time to join us. Shout out to everybody who's heading down to Atlanta this weekend. All right, we train these speakers live and in person once a quarter, and then we certify you, man. You want to be Eric Thomas certified, all right? When you go out there in the marketplace and have that certification behind you, it means a ton, all right? And I'm just excited because Carl said it, man. Public speaking is the #1 fear in the world. Like over bungee jumping and skydiving and everything else, public speaking is the #1 fear. So what does that mean? If you know how to public speak, or if you've been trained in public speaking, or you can go out there and actually do the work, you can get paid, all right? So, man, if you are somebody who's, people tell you, yo, you got the gift, you should speak, or you're that friend that everybody calls and you're always giving good insight, and you want to try to turn it into a career, man, come join us at Game Changers, all right? And right now, you can go to joingamechangers.com, all right? Joingamechangers.com. And sign up, man, register, get certified, go out there and make a living off of it. Whether you are a professional, you got a corporate job and you're just trying to make some passive side income, all right? Or you're doing it big and you want to eventually transition out of your job and replace your income full time. Man, we got people, shout out to my homie Val, who I talked to today. She was like, CJ, thank you for all the help. I'm getting booked $2,000 a pop now. And she was like, yo, should I? She called me today. It was like, should I raise my price up to $5,000? She said, the last 4 people I said $2,000 to just said yes immediately. I said, you absolutely right. Raise that price all up.
Yeah.
So shout out to Val and shout out to all my Game Changers, man, who are out there learning the process and going through and making it a career. So go to joingamechangers.com right now and check us out, man. We would love to have you. And E is going to be there, right? Like, again, I think that's one of the dope things about our program. It's not just, you know what I'm saying? It's not like we tell you to sign up and then you get there and it's Earl and Fred, you know what I'm saying? And me and E know where to be found. E and I will sit there, right there, watching you speak, helping you working on your story, working on your messaging, working on your branding, and helping you get those gigs. So E, excited about you coming in Saturday. And then also right afterwards, we're taking off from there and going over to the spiritual development again. So excited about that too. And E has some special stuff he wants to do for our Game Changers. So it's going to be lit, man. You don't want to miss it. JoinGameChangers.com, all right? All right. Did you want to add something, E, before I jump into Ask ET?
I did not. Oh, I thought we was finished. Okay, hurry up. Give me the speed round.
Okay. Man, shoot, I had a good question, but we got to, you in a rush? Okay, Didi brushing. Now you threw me off. Let me see. Shout out to Taylor and Luke, who were at the VIP dinner. I promised them I shout them out. They thought I wasn't going to do it. Taylor and Luke, what's going on? All right. Vince in Toronto says, CJ, did you put up your own Christmas tree? Yes, I did. I sure, well, with the help of my brother-in-law, shout out Sale, Jeremy. My brothers helped me, but yeah, I put up a real Christmas tree. And it's going down. Did y'all put up Christmas trees?
Yeah, but Jeremy came down there?
Jeremy and Sale were down here for Thanksgiving.
I ain't know Camille came. Wow, that's big.
Yeah, no, we had the whole house full. Yep, Jeremy and Camille were here.
Pam told me about it. She said they was up one night, man, after the day of Thanksgiving. They stayed up all night to 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, talking as a family.
No, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, man, soul food. I heard it was soul food.
Keyword day. CJ was...
No, she said it. She said it. She said it was the immediate boy, but she said it was rich. Yeah, so that's a blessing, man.
Bro, after 12 o'clock, I can't keep my eyes open. All right, so I had a couple more that I wanted to do. All right, but I skipped that one. Let's just go to this one, Brittany, because she needs some help, and I think we can help her. Maybe we can even put up a post about it. But Brittany, this is the last one, E. Brittany in Chicago said, hey, guys, I love the podcast. I'm a nurse, and I listen to you guys on my breaks, and it gives me life. I know you all are married, but I was hoping to get some dating advice. I met a really nice young man, and we've been on 3 dates so far. He's very mannerable and respectful. He has a great job, and although he's been nothing short of amazing since we started dating, I do have one issue. Every time we go out, he makes me pay for my half. All 3 times we went to dinner, I paid for my own meal, and then last night we went to a movie, and he walked up to the ticket window and bought 1 ticket. I was mortified and I couldn't even enjoy the movie. I know this is 2018 and I'm all about women empowerment, but I'm feeling some type of way about him making me pay every time. Should I address this with him? So far, I have just paid and left it alone. I'm afraid I will snap one of these times, though. Help me, please. All right. Let's help Brittany
Don't
out.
talk to her, C. Talk to her, C.
Oh, you want me? Oh, no, I got to hear. Come on, that's OG wisdom first and foremost.
All right, well,
we'll
I'm
take
just saying
this
this.
generationally.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, so let me say this then. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I feel like I do. I feel that sometimes, some of our women in this generation, are, they're delusional, right? It's like, on one hand, you say, you want your independence, and I understand it completely because I teach my daughter to, again, get a business so you can take care of yourself, but on one hand, you embrace this idea of being independent. You embrace this idea of, putting walls up and not trusting people and not, wanting people to cross those boundaries. You got all these boundaries. And I feel you 100%, and I know why you do it. It makes sense. But it seems like the only time that the rule doesn't apply, the independent rule doesn't apply, is when it comes to finances. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, if you guys are just dating, like you and three, that's kind of going real fast just to have somebody, or to expect somebody to pay when you guys are just dating. Like, it's not even, I didn't hear you say, he's made a commitment to me, I've made a commitment to him, I'm his priority now, he's my priority now, we taking this thing serious. You just said it's some random person you met, and you guys are having a good time. Sound like you're having a good time, but I think you need to be cautious. If you want to be independent, if you guys aren't committed to each other and you guys are just kind of, seeing what's going on, then definitely I would not press him about paying for my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I would do what you're doing, asking other people for their advice. But I would say this, at some point, you need to get to a serious question. If not, are you going to be paying for my food and paying for me to go out to eat? But the question of, at what point is it serious? And then once it's serious, I think at that point, you need to start expressing to him your expectations. But I think prior to it being serious, I don't think there should be any expectations.
Carl?
Hey, I'm gonna tell her throw the game off and go ahead and pay for it and see what my man do. I'm gonna just throw the wrench in it. So just being real, I wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do it.
Now,
you know
I will say
like,
this though, Carl. I would expect Jalen. Yeah, I would expect Jalen to pay. I'm not saying that. I would expect my son to pay. But I would expect him to pay if he was with C. I'm going to be like, Jay, you and C go out to eat. Go ahead and tell C you got it. And if C tell you no, he's your elder. Let him tell you twice, because you make sure you're telling the truth, and then let it go. You know what I'm saying? But for my daughter, I don't know, C, if I want my daughter to have the kind of expectations that when she goes out on the 2 or 3 dates with a dude in the beginning, when they're not even necessarily committed to each other, I don't know if I want my daughter expecting a man to pay for her
I'm just going to
stuff.
take the old school approach. But if you take my daughter out and make her pay her half of the food on the first date, then I'm going to slap you. And I'm going to slap you pretty hard. I'm going old school in this, and I'm gonna say my man is super foul. Duh, I'm still on the, a man should be a man. You know what I'm saying? In this particular case. And I'm not trying to be, trust me, bro, I got a wife who's super independent and a daughter. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, bro, if you asked her out, that's on you.
Is that what he said? Did he ask her out?
I'm making the assumption.
Okay, because I don't remember hearing that. See, I don't remember hearing that.
Well, I'm saying, even if you agreed to go out with her, come on, bro, you done walked up to the ticket counter and bought one ticket? Like, that's just tacky.
No.
Nah, I didn't tell you had to pay her tuition. Or I didn't say, you know what I'm saying? You need to,
I feel you,
pay her rent.
Yeah, I feel you.
We talking about going on a date. Like you said, that's just tacky, bro. And be a man and cop the ticket, bro. So I would tell her, leave my man alone, because this is a sign of what's to come in your future. Dealing with my man, because he sound like a buster to me and sound like a squirrel.
He does. Now, we'll say that is a selfish tendency. You know what I'm saying? There's a high probability that my man is selfish, definitely. But I don't know that for certain. It could also be the other way around, see? Maybe my man is like, I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to go to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to overdo it and mess this up. let me just play Dutch. You know what I'm saying? Let me Dutch it out. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah,
to
I'm
play.
saying that he not that into you if he not paying.
Maybe
Hey,
he got
okay,
cold butter,
so
see? Maybe he grew up with cold butter, see? He grew up with cold butter, bro. Maybe
No,
my
he
man
definitely grew up with cold butter acting like that. But I'm saying there is no way that I would be, like you said, I'm not even going to do that for like my homie if we going, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna just cop, I'm gonna pay for dinner. Like, yo, it is what it is. Like, come on, bro, you done made her pay. Okay, and the dinner ain't as bad. Like, okay, cool. It's like, all right, cool, we both throw our cards in the middle. But you done walked up and got one movie ticket. Now, come on, that's a little ridiculous. And then you looking at her like, oh, okay, yeah, you gonna buy yours? Like, that's a little tacky. And especially on the third date. It's like, clearly, you know what I'm saying, you into her if you keep going out. And yeah, I'm just not with it, man. I don't know. Like I said, I might be a little old school. Y'all might kill me in the comments and call me old school, whatever. But I'm like, bro, go on and cop the ticket, bro. It's a $10 movie ticket. So, and I would expect somebody to pay for my daughter now, or don't be out with my daughter, period. But she not dating until she 40 anyway. So we all good with that. So anyway, all right, cool. Does that settle it? Anybody got anything else they want to put on that?
Oh no, I'm just saying her question was should she bring it up to my man? So yeah, bring it up. Ask him a question like, yo, we've been out a couple
No, don't
times.
bring up
Just wanna
nothing.
know.
Just leave. Find you another dude. I'm telling you. This is what you call foreshadowing. Okay.
Foreshadow, things to come.
My man he gonna get worse as y'all get closer. So just run for the Brittany. Go on and join BU. We got a bunch of single bachelors. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, who know how to treat a woman like a woman, all right? So, yeah. All right, cool. Church announcements. Literally church announcements, I guess, even though it's not at the church. We got the Spiritual Development Saturday in Atlanta. If you're in the A, come out. It's free. Listen to me. You better get there early because last time it was, I'm talking about sold out.
We trying to wait about 200
people think we playing when we say sold out. Like, I don't mean sold out because it was free, but people think we playing. Like, yo, we had to close the doors. It was a fire hazard. So there was people, like 100 people outside, like banging on the door. I'm like, yo, we literally cannot let y'all in or they're going to shut this whole place down. So we're not playing. So look, get there early. It's at 6 o'clock,
So we got a new spot. Yeah, we got a new spot this time, and it fits 200 more than what we had because we turned away about 150. So this one fits.
We still might want to get there early. Where's it at, E?
No questions asked. Yeah, you're still in the nosebleed if you get there at 5. You're still going to be in the nosebleed. Frederick Douglass High School. Sorry, C. Frederick Douglass High School. I didn't hear you. Which is in the same neighborhood.
Okay, Frederick Douglass High School at 6 o'clock on Saturday, right?
Eric Douglass High School. Dougie Fresh.
6 o'clock this Saturday. This Saturday, what's the date?
December 8th.
December 8th, Saturday, Atlanta. Free. So don't send us, listen, every time we say this, we get like 500 emails the next day going, how much does it cost to get into
And where is it?
And where is it? Right. Okay,
Please,
we got it. All right.
Spare me.
So,
spare me
and spare our staff the headache of having to reply to 1,000 emails, all right?
For a free gig.
And then also, shout out to all the game changers coming down here this weekend as well. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all. We're going to go at it, learn how to speak, learn how to get paid for this speaking. And then, Carl, just Phenomenal Life Jamaica.
Just Jamaica, yeah. February 25th, y'all, March 3rd.
For Ignite the Dream pretty soon as well. So looking forward to that. Also, Chicago, I just got confirmation that I am 99% sure on I'll be in Chicago for Toby's show. Go check out Toby Nwigwe, TOBENWIGWE. Go to his website and cop the tickets. But his show is on the 13th in Chicago. So I'll be in Chicago. Me and Candace going to fly up, go to the show, support Toby. And then he's in Dallas as well on one of those dates. I can't remember right this second. I'll get it maybe after he finishes the nugget of the day. But he's also in Dallas. I think it's that weekend, maybe Saturday. So
16th.
Oh, yeah, the 16th. So he's in Dallas on the 16th. I think the VIP tickets might already be sold out. But anyway, if you're going to be in Chicago on the 13th, come check out Toby's show. Come say what's up to me. I'll be there. And on the 16th in Dallas, make sure you go get your tickets for that. Toby's been selling out all over the place. So super excited, super pumped for him.
Your boy Bill, the vegan chip dude, said he went to a show in L.A. and he was like, yo, your boy, bro, he put on like a 2.5-hour show, energy. That's what he said. He said he's a star.
Yeah, no, he is a certified superstar, man, and he is crushing it, and I'm super proud of him. Good work, little bro. All right, nugget of the day, E, hit us with it so we can get up out of here and we can get some sleep.
I hit you up. The hostess at Outback. Yeah, the host at Outback.
Lion of the Week.
Yeah, Lion of the Week. Guys, I went to pick Didi up some food today, and on my way there, I'm talking about freezing cold in Michigan. Like we got hit quick. I'm talking about quick, fast, in a hurry, and it felt like I know it was 20, but with the wind chill factor, it felt like it was probably about 3. And I pulled up, and she came out with the food ready, and I felt bad for her. I was like, yo, I'm sorry. I should have probably not even ordered. So you could have stayed in, and it's not like they have coats on because they, in for the most part, come out every blue moon. So she came out, man, I'm talking about like so cold that your tears dry up in your eye, bro. It's just like, I'm talking about freezing. And I was like, yo, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I was like, look, next time I'm going to come in. I ain't going to do you like that. I got my coat on. I'm just going to come in. And she's like, oh, no need. I signed up for this. And I said, what did you just say? You a millennial. She said, oh, no, it's all good. I signed up for this. And I just was like, wow. So I'm telling you, there are those of you, like, you get spoiled, you get entitled. Like, that's what you asked for. But then when you get it, you forget that's what you signed up for. You crying and complaining about your job. That's what you signed up for. Stuff happens. You feel me? So got home, man, looked at my bag, pulled Didi food out for her, looked at the bag and said, thank you, Eric, with a smiley face. I'm like, yeah, her attitude is out of this world. I'm like, boo, you ain't going to be at the Outback as a host for long. You feel me? Your day is coming. So I just want to say to everybody out there, like, yo, do not trip. When Arthur Ashe said it best when he had to have a blood transfusion, and unfortunately, the blood was contaminated, and he ended up contracting HIV at that time and died. And this was like back in the day. So you got AIDS back in the day. They didn't necessarily have some of the treatments that they have today. And somebody said to him, as one of the top tennis players in the world, like, you must be angry with God. You must be like furious. And he said, how can I complain and say, why me about the bad stuff when I never said why me about the good stuff? So never said why me in tennis, why me being able to, win majors, why me being one of the most celebrated, African-American at that time, athletes, why me being an ambassador, why me? So he said, if you can't say why me for the good stuff, then don't say why me with the bad stuff. So remember, you married, you signed up for this. You got kids, you signed up for that. And not just the good parts, in sickness and in health. You know what I'm saying? And for better or for worse, richer or poor. You signed up for this. So when the storm comes, don't start crying and whining. When the storm comes, fortify yourself. Fortify yourself and keep that commitment you made, because on the other side of commitment is your reward.
Hey, appreciate that nugget of the day, man. Appreciate all y'all for listening. Go leave us a review on iTunes, man. We love you. We'll see you next week.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul.